everybody. Here we are again at Talk with TQ and the Energy Stoners Cafe. I am coming to you once again from the Studio Theater in Exile located at the MOCA, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Peekskill, New York. I am so pleased that you're coming to catch up with me again and meet my new guest. He's not new to me, but he might be new to you. His name is Lawrence Anthony, and we refer to him as the one and only L.A. Soul. He embraces the music of the 60s. He is the coolest guy.
Oh, man.
I am so honored to interview him, and I have some questions. This is our second interview, isn't it, Lawrence?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I am so honored to be here, to be invited, and for those really supporting words. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my favorite celebrity.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So, L.A.
Yes, babe.
Okay, you sang with the Temptations tribute band.
That's correct.
And you also sing with the Persuasions.
That's correct.
So,
Still singing with the Persuasions.
oh, you
actually.
still are.
Still
So
are.
tell me something about how all these things came about. You're very well known, in case you didn't know it.
Well, let's see. Let's go back. I happened to be at a jam about 13, 14 years ago. And a gentleman that I know, he introduced himself. And he says, "Are you hooked up with anybody?" And I says, "No, not really." So he says, "I'm going to fix that." And I get a phone call the next day from the MD of the Shadows of the 60s. And as soon as I hear the phone call, I go, "Hello." He goes, "Yeah, you're a bass singer." We both laughed. So he goes, "I'm the MD, musical director for the Shadows of the 60s. Would you be interested in auditioning?" I said, "Why not?" So the audition was about a week after that in Manhattan. I went down there, and there was two other cats auditioning also for my position. But one of them walked out. As soon as I came in, he walked out. He said, "Oh, I'll never get this job."
Why?
Because he heard my voice.
Oh.
He heard my voice, and he was short. And what was supposed to happen is that you have to be 6 feet and older and over to join the Temptations. But he was not even 5'7", so he went through the motions and he left. The other guy said, "I think I'm going to wait for another time," and then he left. So it's just me there. And I auditioned and got the job by default.
Wow, by default.
Nobody else was there. But I got the job. I'm very fortunate to have gotten the job because the Temptations still remain one of my favorite R&B groups from the Motown days. Still, you can't take that away from me no matter what happens. The Temptations is my go-to.
It's part of this, I like to use this term, it's part of the soundtrack of our lives.
Absolutely correct.
Especially in our baby boomer generation.
Absolutely correct. They went through so many transitions, but the storylines, the melodies, the harmonies is unbelievable. And I fell in love with that when I first heard it in the 60s. And I still are in love with those harmonies.
Yeah, it's
what we call deacon harmonies.
Deacon harmonies?
Yes. The bass on the bottom, the falsetto tenor on the top.
Oh, okay.
It's called deacon harmony.
That's quite extreme.
Yeah.
Yes, and then everything in between.
Everything in between. That's correct.
Singing harmony is not easy.
It is not. It is not, because you have to stay off the road of somebody else and stay on your own road, your own notes, and remember to do that every single time.
Yeah.
So it's a special talent, I believe, to be able to do that.
I think so.
Yeah.
There are still some male groups. You know, I think of the Jonas Brothers. You know, they sing together very well.
Okay.
But they're all basically in the same range.
Right. You know,
but not like the Temptations.
A lot of the groups today, at best you may have a baritone, but they're generally second tenors. Most men are second tenors. Mm-hmm. Most women are sopranos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sopranos? It's pretty high.
Yeah, well,
It's way up there.
you have first soprano, second soprano, so, and then you have alto and contralto. But most men are first tenors and second tenors. And I fell off the chart,
Yeah.
ended up singing bass and baritone when I was a kid, and still actually being blessed that I can sing from a bass to a second tenor.
Wow.
The good Lord has given me a special tool to bring some joy, and I'm happy about that.
When did you find your voice? When did you find that voice?
I never knew I had it.
You just kept talking and being
I
yourself.
actually was DJing in a club many, many years ago, back in the 70s. And when I started speaking, I noticed that, this is going to sound really funny, I noticed that all the women turned around and saw, and walking towards the DJ booth. I had no idea why. And then a gentleman walked up to me and knocked on the, he says, "Man, you do radio?" I says, "No, I don't." He goes, "Well, you do now. Here's my card." And it was for a radio station called 91.1 WOSS. And so he gave me a shot on a Quiet Storm show. I programmed my own 3 hours. I did it all by myself. He says, "You are a DJ, so you can run this board." I said, this is true. I can do this. So I did that for a while. And then I realized that my voice, it may be a little bit different than everybody else's. Maybe a little bit different. So I took that as, what's the word she used? It was verification that my voice was different.
And your speaking voice is just so wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I could see you as a radio DJ.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You know,
I appreciate that.
It's inviting,
Thank you.
you know, and you somehow, even with that deep, very masculine voice, you have this way of being approachable anyway.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you.
No,
I
it's the
appreciate
truth.
that.
It's the truth. I've seen you in town in Peekskill in the evenings sometimes when you come strolling in, usually around like 10 o'clock, 9:30,
Yeah, I'm about to get a glass of wine somewhere.
Yeah, and you sit and you get your glass of wine,
Yeah.
and you know your chair is ready for you.
Yeah,
At one particular restaurant that I love.
that's correct.
You
You're
know?
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
My glasses is waiting for me. In fact, I have a personalized glass there.
Oh,
It says LA. Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
So I'm humbled by that someone would even think of me that much that they would get glasses for me.
No, you've always been very kind-hearted to people, and your voice, and you have a presence about you.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
You know, I always say you're the kind of guy that announces himself before he enters the room without trying.
Well, I'm not the most conservative dresser in the world. This is for sure.
Well, you're a good dresser.
Thank you. Thank you. And I don't hide my height.
Certainly not.
It is what it is. Whatever the good Lord, gets me up in the morning, this is it. I celebrate another day.
Yes. So, you know, the Temptations, the Persuasions,
Persuasions, yes.
Persuasions, those are kind of your mainstay, and you're still kind of singing with the Persuasions
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
What's going to happen with the Temptations tribute band?
Well, I will be probably working in some way, coordinating, or in some way contributing to the whole organization because they do love me.
Of course.
And it was sad for them to hear, but they knew it was coming.
That
I
you were
was having
going to
these
retire.
difficulties. Yeah, because I have some issues,
Yeah.
some
don't we
medical
all?
issues,
Yes.
and one or two people knew about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I requested that they do not speak to anyone about it, because when you are sick, the only thing you have left that empowers you is the request to keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that you can do. There's nothing else that you can do. You handle your business. I don't want to be patronized. I don't want to be felt sorry for. And that only comes when no one knows the need to feel sorry for you.
Right.
So, but I still will be working with them, but I will not be on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I may do some booking,
Right.
stuff like that.
Well, you don't want anybody to prognosticate for you.
Right.
I can empathize with that.
Appreciate you.
Of not
Thank you.
telling people every detail about what's
Right.
going on with me.
Listen,
And I've had my moments.
I understand. I'm a public figure. However, I do have a private life.
Yes.
And I keep it real. This is private, this is public.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want people to start saying, oh, I'm going to get that. I'm going to be the bass guy now.
yeah. Well, I understand they found somebody. Cannot talk about that because it's still being worked out. But I understand that somebody has put in for the job, and I wish them the best of luck.
Yes. It's an honor to replace someone like you.
Oh,
Really, you can't just be
Wow.
anybody.
wow. I never thought of it that way.
Well, that's the way it is.
Never thought of it that way. That is interesting. Thank you.
So when did you get your musical chops, so to speak? When you knew, okay, I'm a singer.
When I was a kid, I used to watch American Bandstand, Shindig, and then later on Soul Train.
The Soul Train. Yeah.
And when my parents were upstairs, we had a stereo downstairs in the living room. I would take a broomstick and put it between two pillows, and that would be my microphone.
Oh.
And I would sing songs that's on a record. And in most cases, it was James Brown. James Brown. And my father would scream down the staircase, shut that blasted music off.
He wasn't into it, I
Oh,
guess.
no. My father never got past big band.
Well, that's cool. Big band. I like big band.
I do too, but I
I
didn't
wasn't
like it then.
brought up
but,
then.
You know, I appreciate the history and the harmonies then, like now. But that's when I had this urge to perform. I used to run around doing the James Brown, as big as I am,
Yeah.
doing the split and the camel walk and
Yeah.
doing my thing.
Yeah, he left like an indelible mark on
A lot of people.
our
A
generation,
lot of people.
I would say.
He did, because without James Brown, there might not have been a Michael Jackson,
Right. Yes.
a Prince,
They stole the moves.
right? And they would tell you that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they weren't trying to hide that
No,
fact.
and they do it well. They do it well.
Well,
They did it well.
They did it well. Poor Michael.
Yeah.
Poor Michael.
Yeah.
You ever meet Michael Jackson?
No,
Yeah.
I not met Michael Jackson. I got close to, but I've not met him.
Yeah.
No. Met James Brown though.
Yeah.
I met James Brown at the Teresa Hotel in Harlem, where they were staying for a show at the Apollo Theater.
Oh, the Apollo. Nothing
Little
like
man, very little man.
it. Yeah, tiny. He used to hang out in Yonkers
Oh, okay.
back in the day.
Oh, okay. Back in the day,
Yes,
James got around.
he did. He really did. And I always think when he passed away, it's almost as if he was dead. They didn't bury him very fast, and he was going from. It's almost like he was dead and on tour.
On tour, yeah. Well, he was actually.
Yeah.
He actually was on tour.
I hear they had to perm his hair.
Oh.
Touch it up because when you dye your hair so well, this is very morose.
That man, oh my God, he had a fixation over his hair. And I understand that because I have a fixation over some things too. So
Yeah, well,
I understand that.
I think it's not unusual with Black African American people.
This is what we do.
Our hair is always
what
there's
we
always
do.
a little issue about it.
This is
you
what we
know?
do, man.
It's-
At
yeah.
my age, I still have some hair.
I know you got that dreads going.
Yeah,
Good
man.
for
And
you.
I'm not cutting it off because I know it's not coming back.
Yeah, no, keep it.
I'm keeping
Keep
it.
it,
Y'all,
you know?
y'all gonna bury me with some dreadlocks.
There you go. There you go. So, but speaking of people, you're still here, okay? You're
Praise
still
God.
here.
Yes, I'm still here.
But I'm thinking about somebody who passed away recently that I just am not getting over it as fast as I should, is Sly Stone
Yeah.
from Sly and the Family Stone.
Right.
Now, was he considered Motown?
No.
He was an entity of his own.
Yes. He fused music. He was a soul, gospel, and rock guy.
Yes.
with a tickle of jazz.
Right.
But he fused all of those genres together. By looking at his band, you can see the influence of rock and roll. The horn section had a little jazzy stuff going on.
Yeah.
He had the funk going on. And his brother and the bass player brought in the funk.
And Cynthia,
Cynthia was part of the horn section.
yeah, but she went on the drums for a while.
I don't remember her being on the drums.
Cynthia upon the,
On the throne.
on the, oh, okay. See, I was
Cynthia's on
hearing the
throne,
wrong.
blow your horn.
Yeah, see, I
Yeah.
was hearing it wrong.
It was a Italian gentleman, I forget his name, that was on the drums. And he started with them and ended with them. Cynthia, I don't think she ever played drums.
Okay, so I was hearing the words wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah, my
We always make up words as we go.
and my subconscious did not correct it. But
It's
that's
okay.
okay. I still
It's
sing the
okay.
song. So what do you think about the lyrics? What do you think about the lyrics from the 60s and maybe the early 70s and how they shaped the collective consciousness?
Well, you just said it. The lyrics shaped consciousness. It wasn't about sex and getting down and robbing people, and the lyrics were not about that. The lyrics for Sly were real lyrics that represented the feelings of people of that year,
Yes.
of those years. He was conscious of race, but felt that race, the problem with race, they're going to have to fix. We're fixing it because you see my band.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it's up to you guys out there to fix it. That's one of the things I really loved about Sly, because he had no shame in putting together a multicultural band that can play their butts off. Play their butts off, man, and I really appreciate that out of Sly. He did a great thing, man, by doing that. He hit people hard with some lyrics. One of the things, I should tell you this, I was at Woodstock. I went to Woodstock, wasn't supposed to go.
The original.
The original one, there's only one. And I was not supposed to go. But a boy that I am, I went anyway, knowing there's going to be trials and tribulations when I got back, which they were. But this is a one-time event. I had to go. And I thumbed myself off the Major Deacon. I was living in the Bronx at the time. We were living in the Bronx. And it took me about 3 hours, but I finally got to Woodstock, hopping on different trucks and so on and so forth, with a bunch of other guys. And to me, the greatest show for those 3 days, well, I was there for 2 days, was Sly and the Family Stone. They didn't come out until about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
5 o'clock in the morning.
And is that early or is that late? You know, you got to think about that.
We had no, what's the word she used? Time was, the world stopped. When you went into Woodstock with all the music and the drugs that was happening, there was no conscious understanding of time. We just partied. And I can tell you one of the lyrics that it took me home for about 2 or 3 days. I want to take you higher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, when that man sang that song, when they sang that song, want to take you higher, higher, and to see 10,000 people, 15,000 people ranting back higher for a half hour,
Wow.
it brought chills. It brought chills. And that's one of my greatest memories of Woodstock. And they sang and played so hard they had to be helped off the stage. Yes.
I can imagine. I can only imagine. I was not there.
Yeah, they had to be helped off the stage and carried because they worked
Yeah.
very hard,
Yeah.
very hard.
They gave it their all.
All.
Well, there's
all.
that iconic photograph that someone took from their car going back, and Sly was giving the peace sign.
Always. It's always about peace.
Yeah.
It was always about peace, man. always about peace. Although he had some unpeaceful moments, nothing comes about good when you're doing any kind of drugs. You know, eventually it catches up to you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, some things have caught up to him. But he survived it and survived it well. But it kind of broke up his band, you know.
Yeah.
And his partner, Larry Graham, ended up moving to the furthest parts of the country to get away from Sly.
Really? I didn't know this.
Yes, yes.
Just because people, places, things, he's trying to get sober?
Right. Graham Central Station. Yeah, yeah. So I'm not going into depth about that, to simply say that he went 2,000 and some change miles away from Sly to protect himself.
That takes a lot of guts
Yeah,
to do something like that.
yeah. But he started his new page in life, and he was successful, very successful.
Yeah, it's good that he had the wherewithal to understand what he needed to do.
Oh, right. Very good.
You know, some people don't understand they need to do
They
that.
never catch up. They never catch up. In the last 30 years or so, Sly's health started to deteriorate.
Yeah.
He broke his back. I forget how, but he broke his back. And he was broke. He couldn't count his money. It was his family that
Yeah.
found money from Epic Records,
Yeah.
and he started getting paid when he turned his late 70s, you know, mid 70s. He started getting checks again when he should have been getting them, you know, 30 years before, 40 years before. But at least he died having enough money to be buried.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that, because he was living at the end, towards the end, in a trailer.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't good.
I didn't realize it was like that.
Yes, it was bad. But that is not an unusual ending for a lot of artists that were giants. Giants.
Yeah. It's just sad.
It is sad. It is sad, but it's not unusual, because in this business of show business, you on top of the world one day and then you're above the next. I cannot mention his name, but there's a gentleman that was associated with the Shadows of the 60s. Not because he was singing with us, he was not. But this man had a Grammy. The group that he sang with had a Grammy. He's a doo-wop guy.
Yeah.
And he died penniless, living in a one-bedroom apartment. Wow. And we had hired him to hand out T-shirts. That's where he ended up, handing out our T-shirts.
Wow, that's so
Really sad story. And he has transitioned, God rest his soul. He sold his, you know, it's just sad. It's a sad story. But that story, that ending, it's not an unusual ending for people that are superstars, and then all of a sudden they fall off because of so many reasons. Drugs, or no longer selling records, bad management, or something got on in your head here.
Yeah. Bad
So many reasons.
management.
Yes.
Bad management.
Yeah, that,
I've heard that before.
it happens. It happens. It happens.
So we're talking about other musicians, but what about the highlights of your career? Because you have a long career.
Highlights. I don't know if I can say I have had a highlight, because I look at every show that I have done as possibly being maybe the next best show. When I'm with the Temptations, the more people we got on their feet and asking for encore, that to me is a great show. So we want to do it again for the next show. I don't know if I can say honestly that there was one particular performance that was the highlight of my career. No.
An era, perhaps, I was thinking. More of an era. Most people have things within their life that they say, oh yeah, this was a real good time in my life.
Wow. That's such a difficult question, because I've had moments that this business, the show business, was stressful. And then I had moments that it was really profitable. I don't know. I'm going to say the last 20 years.
Oh, okay.
The last 20 years.
Okay.
Because I had become established. As a bass singer, I was sought after by other groups. So I would say in the last 20 years.
Okay. That's good. That gives people hope when you hear that.
You know what?
Because we're talking like 50 years ago, and you're
Yeah.
saying the last 20 years was the highlight.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I think that's a safe assumption. The last 20, 25 years. Yeah.
And your audience is established,
Yeah.
and people know who you are.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's, extraordinary. It's funny, I didn't really realize who you were when I first moved to Peekskill.
Okay.
Until I think I saw one of the tribute shows at the Paramount Theater
Okay.
in Peekskill.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I might have seen you around. I was like, maybe that's the same guy. That's all I think, the same guy. And then I would go into what I think is still my favorite place to sort of have a drink at the Iron Vine.
Right.
And you would come walking in, and I'd be like, oh, there's that guy. With the hat. Yeah.
With the hats, yes.
Yes.
Well, you know what I find fascinating? I enjoy singing. I used to enjoy singing at the Paramount Theater, doing this show and whatnot. But in the last few years, this is when God turns the pages on you.
Yeah.
The staff, you brought it up, the staff of the Iron Vine asked me if I would sing Happy Birthday to this table here. This young lady is having a birthday. Would you be kind enough? I said, sure, I'll do it. Are they good people? Because if they're not, I won't do it. The fine people, LA. I says, okay. And just to see the young lady's eyes tear up after I sing, and the hug she gives me after I finish the song, that to me is payment and very refreshing, and it makes me feel as though I have accomplished something for the day. I've made somebody happy.
It's very validating.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm going to have you sing Happy Birthday on my birthday next. Next, I'm going to find you next December.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
December coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to find
That's
you.
around the corner.
I know, it's true. It's true.
What's the date?
23rd.
Oh, you're right before Christmas.
Yes, I am. I'm a Christmas baby girl. I am.
Alrighty.
Got Christmas all up in me.
Well, I'm Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanksgiving, that's right. Your birthday's tomorrow. Well,
That's right, yeah.
I'm very grateful for you to do this show with me tonight
It's
in
my
LA.
pleasure, it really is. And my children are coming up from Maryland to spend some time with Daddy, so
That's beautiful.
it is. I'm blessed.
You are blessed.
I am blessed and grateful.
Well, I'm so happy to know there's someone like you on the same planet with me.
Oh,
Thank you so much for doing this show. I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you.
I
Toni,
do.
I really do
And I have
appreciate you.
memories of I sang with you in the Division Street Grill with a bunch of drunks that night. Yeah. Amazing Grace. I'll never forget that night. And you just brought it home. Yeah. I'm glad I'm making you laugh, LA.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, and you're not laughing at me, you're laughing with me.
Oh, that's too funny.
Well, I'm getting the wrap-up signal from the boss over there.
Yes, I saw it too.
Yeah, he's the boss. And thank you so much for doing this. Okay, audience, thank you so much. I know you're out there in the world someplace, because I know I reach a lot of people. And I thank you so much for coming to Talk with TQ and the Energy Stoners Cafe again. I wish everybody a very, very wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I'll see you next time, because there will be a next time.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Peace and blessings.
Bye.